we had today was really a dialogue with the community, the Cleveland community that's made up of different nationalities and ethnic groups and religions. And what we wanted to do was to assure them that Cleveland is a welcoming place. You know, over the last few months, I've been getting a lot of conversation with different groups and different leadership of different groups about their anxiety and fear, particularly in this national climate. And so we held this dialogue so that we could assure people that you need not have that anxiety and fear in the city of Cleveland. That we are a welcoming city in the past, we're a welcoming city now, and we will be a welcoming city in the future. Myself, the council president, Joe Simperman from Global Cleveland, and the chief responded to some of the questions and concerns that they had. So that's what the dialogue was about. Council President, if you want to say something, Joe, the chief, and then we'll open up for questions, okay?
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to reiterate what the mayor just said, and another major step that the city's taken today, so that people understand that these aren't just words spoken, that we are a welcoming community, is we are launching the beginning of our language access program that we have been generating over 2 years when it was first brought to our attention by our friends at Legal Aid who are with us here today. We have made City Hall a more welcoming place for people of every language. If you go now, if you look at our website, if you look at if you go to City Hall, there'll be a card with your language. We have interpretation services available for languages. We have training videos that we're training all departments in terms of how do we respond to the needs of persons whose first language may not be English. And this is just the very beginning in a journey to make sure that City Hall is an open and welcoming place, that not just City Hall, but all the services that people receive, whether it's a service that's received in the neighborhood and not just at City Hall, whether it's a notice that's sent to your house, whether it's any interface that you have with the City of Cleveland. We've taken steps, and we're going to continue to take steps to make sure that our City Hall, our city, is open and welcoming, and we are one community. So, thank you.
Mayor, Council President, and Chief, I was just really thrilled today. We had the representation, we had the room, we had over 120 people from 80 different nations. We talked a little bit about the fact that Cleveland has, for the last decade, been home to and welcoming over 8,000 refugees from all over the world. We are a city and a Northeast Ohio community with 14 institutions of higher learning that welcome close to 8,000 or 9,000, depending on the year and the subject, international students. And within our community right now, there are between 10,000 and 15,000 people who are eligible to be naturalized as citizens. The mayor said it from the very beginning when we were convened in this room. His goal is to allay people's anxiety and to make them understand that no matter where they were born, they can call Cleveland home. And I really want to thank the mayor for bringing this room together. One of the takeaways that came from one of our community leaders was that we're going to do this again. And Mayor, we take our responsibility very seriously and our orders from the community, and we're looking forward to making this dialogue between the international community even more apparent. Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor. The policy of the Division of Police currently is not to require on a person's immigration status. We've had that policy in place for a long time, and we'll continue to do that. Although we are not officially designated a sanctuary city, that is the way we behave here in this city, and we will continue to do so. Our policy is to make sure that people understand we're here to help. We have a language bank for people whose first language is not English. So we encourage people, if you need help, call us. And if you are having trouble communicating, we do have processes and people in place to make sure we bridge that communication gap. So again, we're a welcoming city, we're an inviting city, and we're here to help no matter where you're from. Thank you.